Mark Webber has announced he'll be leaving Formula One at the end of the season. Warren Gatland has made 5 changes to the Lions test team for Saturday's game against Australia. And Carlos Tevez has signed a 3-year deal with Juventus, ending his 7-year spell in English football. Well, first, Mark Webber is leaving Formula One at the end of this season to race sports cars for Porsche. The Australian has decided to end his association with Red Bull and will instead race events such as Le Mans 24 Hours. Webber has seen his relationship with teammate Sebastian Vettel deteriorate recently. He was furious with Vettel after this year's Malaysian Grand Prix after the German ignored team orders and passed Webber to win. For the Lions, and Warren Gatland has made 5 changes to the British and Irish Lions starting 15 for the second test against Australia on Saturday. Tom Youngs keeps his place in the front row and Mako Vinopola replaces the injured Alex Corbisiero at loosehead prop. Jeff Parling comes in for Paul O'Connell, who's out of the tour with a fractured arm. There's one change on the back row forwards with Dan Lydiate selected ahead of Tom Croft. At scrum half, Ben Youngs is preferred to Mike Phillips. So for the first time since the Hastings in 1989, 2 brothers will start a Lions test.
I think with Tommy's the experience that he brings, he's a fantastic player for Ulster and for Ireland, and having that experience to come back, into the side, and he's made a fantastic recovery from injury. And as I said, the medics have done a brilliant job getting him back and up and fit, and he's solid and really well this week.
Well, Australia have retained James O'Connor at fly half and selected Kurtley Beale at fullback. O'Connor failed to impress in last weekend's defeat by the Lions, but has been given another chance with Beale coming in for the concussed Berwick Barnes. Joe Tamane will play on the left wing after Digby Ioane's series-ending shoulder injury. Centres Adam Ashley-Cooper and Christian Lealiofano start after recovering from their respective shoulder and concussion problems from the first test. There are no changes to the pack.
It's great to keep a skipper. He's obviously a massive motivational part of our team, and get a lot of drive from him in the words he says, and I think just his presence on the field. We know O'Connell was a big player for them, and sort of as you were sort of alluding to, very similar to Horwell. So I'm sure they'll have a person just as qualified skill-wise to step up, but it is a loss for them, I guess, in what he brings to the squad emotionally.
Football now, and Carlos Tevez signed a 3-year deal with Juventus last night, ending a controversial 7 years in English football. He was presented to fans in Turin, where he showed off his name on the club's number 10 shirt. Michel Platini, Roberto Baggio and Alessandro Del Piero, who spent 19 years at Juventus, have all previously worn the same number.
It'll be a massive loss for Manchester City. He's had a fantastic few years there, and he's been fantastic to play along. So to hear that news now, it's quite sad, but he'll go and do a great job wherever he goes.
Watch all 6 Sky Sports channels on your mobile devices and online.